And the last thing I wanted to ask you about, because it was big news a week or two ago, but the White House and the federal government now is officially recommending that pregnant women do not take Tylenol, claiming that there's this link between Tylenol and autism. As my understanding is, this has been a long rumored link. There was apparently
Mhm.
someone at Harvard who concluded this, but apparently he had taken $150,000 to represent a competitor of Tylenol. So there's some questions about conflict of interest.
Mhm.
You know, you don't have to get into all that. I know there's legal, political, and scientific implications of what I just said in public health, but any
Mhm.
of that you want to speak to about what did you make of kind of this the Trump administration telling pregnant women not to take Tylenol?
Yeah, my first, um, my first question was whose voices are missing from this conversation? And I looked at the Autism Society of America to see what their response was, the American Society of Obstetrics and Gynecology to hear what their take was, and they both, conflicted with the government's proclamation. And, it's my understanding that the recommendations have always been to, take as little as possible at the lowest dose possible when you need it. And there are many other risks at play. People are asking if not why, like if Tylenol causes autism, not, or like if taking it will cause autism, not why would a pregnant person take Tylenol? And a lot of those risks associated, like a febrile patient, is associated with other risks. And there are more than 20,000 articles on PubMed that discuss possible causes of autism. So, in some ways, it feels like a little bit of uh, a hyperfixation on one thing that could possibly be controlled. And I really worry about um, the the prevalence of this type of information just on the web in general as more people turn to ChatGPT and large language models to answer their questions. With traditional search engines, uh, the usually the most authoritative sources float to the top for people to find and evaluate on their own. But in the large language model, they're looking at patterns online and what is seen most frequently. And if we get a lot of slop in the trough and in the scrape, I'm concerned about more and more people turning to ChatGPT for health advice and information and not looking at more authoritative sources. And bringing these controversial um, takes to the national and global stage without really pulling in all of the impacted voices. I am concerned about those ramifications. So.
All right.